Let's continue with Domain 11, Frontier Explorers, Lewis and Clark. Now, you will recognize this as the map of the United States after the acquisition of the Louisiana Purchase. If you remember, in our previous stories, we met Daniel Boone and other settlers, and we learned about their desire to move west of the Appalachian Mountains. Now, as we know, Native Americans had already been living in North America for thousands of years when settlers arrived to North America from Europe. As these settlements became colonies, many Native Americans were forced to move away from their family lands on what is now the eastern United States. Some moved west over the Appalachian Mountains. And if you remember, the Wilderness Road that Daniel Boone helped create had originally been created by buffaloes, followed by the Native Americans using it as a footpath to get across. The movement of the settlers westward displaced many Native Americans already living in the area and forced them to leave their homes and move even further west. Now, we learned last time about the Louisiana Purchase when the United States government purchased the Louisiana Territory from France. Once the purchase of the Louisiana Territory was complete, President Thomas Jefferson wanted to send explorers to make maps of this new land and learn more about it. Thinking about the Louisiana Territory, Jefferson wondered, is it possible that there are tigers or elephants living out there in those unexplored western lands? No one has explored enough to really know. Well, none of the settlers anyway. Perhaps there are plants whose leaves could be used as medicines to help sick people, or which would be delicious to eat. My Native American friends who live there have brought me a few plants to study, but I'm sure there must be more plants and animals which even they have not seen. Jefferson prepared to send explorers into the Louisiana Territory. I need the leader of these explorers to be someone I can trust, someone very brave and very smart. President Jefferson suddenly smiled. Why, I know just the person for the job. He sat down and wrote a letter to his former assistant, a man named Meriwether Lewis. Jefferson asked Meriwether Lewis if he would lead the team of explorers. Jefferson had 3 reasons for wanting Lewis to explore the Louisiana Territory. Jefferson wrote to Lewis, first, I want you to find out if there is an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean. Travel the Missouri River, which branches out to the west from the Mississippi River. The 2 big rivers meet at St. Louis, so you could start the trip along the Missouri from there. Perhaps the Missouri River flows all the way to the Pacific Ocean, or if it does not, maybe it connects to other rivers that do reach the Pacific Ocean. You can find out for us. Second, you can collect samples of plants and animals so that we will know what grows well in the lands we have just added to our nation. Third, you must also become friends with the Native Americans you meet. You will want to bring along presents for them so they will know that you come in peace. When Meriwether Lewis received the president's letter, he was very excited. However, he was a thoughtful man. He wrote back, I'm very honored that you asked me to do this, Mr. President, and I will do my very best for you and for our nation. With your permission, however, I will ask a friend of mine, William Clark, to help me with these tasks. William Clark and I became great friends when we served together in the Army. He and I work well together. Clark is very good at drawing maps, identifying plants and animals, and he has a lot of experience with Native Americans. I would feel much more certain that we could do the things you asked if William Clark could accompany me as co-captain. President Jefferson agreed. As Lewis and Clark prepared to start on their journey, they did not know what the dangers and wonders they were about to face together would make their friendship even stronger. And we will have to find out more about their journey tomorrow.